Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Swiss banks have long been associated with the concept of black money or illegal or undeclared funds. This reputation is due to a combination of factors including country's banking system, its secrecy laws, its history of political neutrality, and its reputation for financial stability. These factors make Switzerland an attractive destination for individuals and organizations looking to hide their money from authorities and protect their assets from potential seizure or nationalization. In this video, we will delve into the reason why Swiss banks are famous for black money, discussing the laws and regulation that contribute to this reputation, as well as the history and culture factors that make Switzerland an attractive destination for illegal or undeclared funds. Number one, strong banking secrecy laws. Switzerland has a long standing tradition of banking secrecy, which has been in place for many years and has been designed to protect the privacy of bank account holders. The secrecy laws in Switzerland have been designed to prevent unauthorized disclosure of bank account information, including the identity of account holders, account balances, and transaction history. This can make it difficult for foreign governments to access account information and seize assets, which can provide a sense of security for those who keep their money in the Swiss banks. The Swiss Federal Act on Banks and Saving Banks, or known as Bank A, is the primary law that governs banking secrecy in Switzerland. It provides secret penalties for unauthorized disclosure of bank account information, including fines and imprisonments. Additionally, Swiss courts have a long history of upholding banking secrecy in legal disputes. This has further solidified the strong protection of banking secrecy laws in Switzerland. The Swiss banking secrecy laws have been criticized by some international organizations and governments, as they believe that these laws facilitate tax evasion and money laundering. However, Switzerland has taken steps to increase transparency and cooperation with foreign governments in case of serious financial crimes such as money laundering and tax evasion. Switzerland has signed agreements with several countries to automatically exchange information on bank accounts held by residents of those countries. Number 2, lack of regulation. The Swiss banking system is not highly regulated, which can make it easy for individuals and organizations to make money in and out of the country without detection. This can be an attractive feature for those looking to evade taxes or launder money. Switzerland has decentralized banking system. That means that the country's cantons or states have a large degree of autonomy in regulating banks. This can lead to variations in regulations and supervisory practices between different cantons, which can make it difficult for authorities to detect and investigate financial crimes. Additionally, the Swiss Financial Market Supervisory Authority, or FINMA, is the primary regulator of banks in Switzerland, but it has limited power to access bank records or demand information from banks. This can make it difficult for authorities to detect and investigate financial crimes. Additionally, Swiss banks are not legally required to report suspicious transactions, which further adds to the lack of regulation in the Swiss banking system. Number 3, political neutrality. Switzerland has a long history of political neutrality dating back to the early 19th century. The company has not been involved in any major armed conflicts since 1815 and has maintained a policy of neutrality in international affairs. This political neutrality had helped to create a stable and secure environment in Switzerland, which has made it an attractive location for banking and financial services. Political neutrality has also contributed to the Swiss banking system's reputation as a safe haven for money. Because Switzerland is not involved in major conflicts, it is less likely to experience the economic and political instability that can occur in the country. This can make it an attractive place to store money as it is less likely to be seized or frozen during times of war or political turmoil. Additionally, because Switzerland is not involved in conflicts, it is less likely to be targeted by sanctions imposed by other countries, which can further add to the stability and security of the Swiss banking systems. Political neutrality has helped to maintain the image of Switzerland as a neutral and unbiased country, which can be an attractive feature for individuals and the organizations from around the world who want to store their money in a country that is not aligned with any particular political agenda. However, it should be noted that Switzerland's neutrality has been criticized by some countries and organizations who believe that it allows the country to act as a safe haven for money that has been on, that has been obtained through illegal activities. Number 4, financial stability. Switzerland has a strong tradition of banking expertise and financial stability, which can attract individuals and organizations looking to keep their money safe and secure. The Swiss franc is considered a safe haven currency, and the country is known for its low inflation, political stability, and strong regulatory environment. This can provide a sense of security for people who keep their money in the Swiss banks. Number 5, lack of cooperation with foreign governments. Swiss banks have been known for their lack of cooperation with foreign governments in investigation of financial crimes. They often cite the country's strict banking secrecy laws as a reason for not providing information. This can attract those looking to keep their money hidden, as it can make it more difficult for the authorities to detect and investigate financial crimes. However, recently Swiss banks have been more cooperative with the foreign governments in cases of serious financial crimes such as money laundering and tax evasion.